Hello and welcome to the British Sidecar Speedway Championship. This is round 3. We're at Somerset Speedway. It was going to be, I think, round 5, but we've had 2 rain-affected tracks, one at Stoke and one at Kings Lynn. But of course, this is where the action is this evening at Somerset, and the pace setters, Ivor Matthews, who's leading, being chased in the points by Matt Tyrell, the Cornishman, and then it's from the northwest, Paul Bickley. Those are some of the front runners, but anything can happen because we've got an 8-round championship to get through. And what we're going to do now is meet some of the drivers and the passengers and see if they're geared up, ready for action for this evening. Well, I got with me Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson. They actually won the round at Swindon, and well, you obviously didn't do quite so well at Newport because you've had to some points to make up because you're still not in the top 3. So you're chasing at the moment, really, aren't you?
Yeah, we're not too unduly worried because I think if it's the same as it was when it started, you could drop a round. So we're not too worried at the minute as long as we keep building on what what happened last time. The first round for us was just a test day. We hadn't rode all year. It was our first meeting, and you could tell the way we were riding. Towards the end, we got back on the pace, but Swindon, we were back to our normal selves and whopped everyone.
Well, you seem to keep the best for last because obviously through the heats it seemed as though Ivor was going to be doing the business again, but you came out of the traps and you got the gold, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, the way we always work is we try and sort of adjust ourselves to as the track adjusts, and obviously, as Matt said, at Newport we were so rusty, and even at Swindon the first couple of heats we were still off the pace. I mean, we were winning races, but it was a struggle, and we were quite lucky to do so. So by the end of Swindon we were back on form, and we were where we should be. That's why we were where we were, but beforehand we were sort of still learning the track because we hadn't ridden there before, and getting ourselves back on form, you know.
Well, you've been the passenger now for Matt for a few years, but did you know he's an experienced passenger from the past as well? Did you know that?
Oh yeah, he frequently reminds me that he's a very experienced passenger. Whenever he thinks I'm doing anything wrong, it's the first point. In 1990, I was the ace of aces passenger at such and such, or whatever it was, and what I would do is this, and he'll tell me how to ride, so I'm fully aware of his pedigree as a passenger.
If only I could have made a clone.
Yeah, because you were a passenger for Tom Gilsenan, weren't you?
Yes, yeah. We were the Irish champions one year at
that's right.
Speedway rounds.
Well, I was doing quite a bit of Sidecar Speedway back in the 1990-91, and I remember up at Bradford, Tom Gilsenan coming up there. I think he had a young ladies passenger that night, but that's right, when he demolished the starting gate, and I was stood just behind it. I thought, great, this is good. So of course, did you passenger for him very much?
I'd done a full year with him. The time spent off the track was the most fun I've ever had in my life, and the racing was just a ball ache, really. We had a scream, absolute scream. But then, as you start getting better, you want to progress. So the fun had to start, and I went elsewhere, and then got a few results, and then ended up in hospital for a while. But things happen, don't they?
So tonight, when I announce the drivers and the passengers, do I announce you as a former Irish champion tonight? Do I?
Well, you may as well. Might get a bit of sponsorship off the Irish contingency, so why not?
Wonderful. Have a great night, and we'll see you on the rostrum later on, probably.
Okay, thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, we're now moving on to John Hiscock, and although Bob's Videos wasn't at the island for the European Championship, probably the most exciting duo you and Gareth were at the island for the European meeting, coming from the back. You really pepped that meeting up. Do you enjoy coming from the back, John?
Not really. It's best to do it from the front. It makes it a lot easier, but there's a few gaps there, and so we went for it, Just a good bit of racing.
Now, this is a smallish track here.
Yeah.
So we're going to see some close, exciting racing tonight as well?
I think you'll see some different racing in the Isle of Wight. It will be a lot different. You really got to work hard on the gate here. To actually go around somebody here, you really got to be a bit of a devil, if you know what I mean, really. But it has been done.
Now, you use Symon on the grass.
Yeah.
And, of course, at Speedway, he's in opposition to you.
Yeah.
Is it a bit of a needle match when you're out against each other to try and both beat each other?
No, he beats me sometimes, I beat him, so never worries me. It's just another race. Things like that don't worry me.
So we're going to see you coming from the back again tonight?
We're trying to get the gate, so I don't want to come from the back, but if we have to, we will.
We will look forward to it.
Lovely, thank you.
Thanks so much, John.
Thank you, Paul.
We're now going to talk to the British grass track champion, Paul Whitelam. And Paul, you're doing the chasing in the Sidecar Speedway Championship, aren't you, at the moment? Is it 14 points so far?
Yes, we've had a disastrous start to the year already. The bike hasn't run at all. Hopefully we've sorted it out, but I brought a second bike just in case, so we'll see how it goes.
Do you use some of the same parts that you use for the grass track bike as well?
Only the carbs and some of the electrics, but not the engines. We've got 2 engines, so we're okay there.
So you're well stocked up with gear then if you've got a second Speedway bike as well.
But the first one's not mine. I'm sponsored by Matt Tyrell.
Right.
So that's the good bike.
Is this the one he used to race?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Right, so what do you think you're going to go like tonight here at Somerset? 'Cause obviously it's a smallish track, and is that how you like it?
I rode here quite good last time, actually. I do like the track, so fingers crossed we'll have a good night.
Now you can drop a couple of your meetings, the worst ones, so I suppose one of the first 2 you'll be able to drop out of the way and get some points back up there.
And I think the first 2 we're going to drop, hopefully, and we should start getting the final now. So.
Right, now I believe, is this actually part of the qualifying for next year for the Gold Cup? Is it for the FIM Gold Cup? Is it one of the top sort of so many qualify?
I have heard that, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
So basically you need a good result just in case?
Yeah, we do, that's right. Yeah.
Well, great, we'll see you on the track, and maybe we'll see you on the rostrum as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Okay.
Well, we got Ivor Matthews here, and last time I saw you, Ivor, you took that European Championship at the Isle of Wight, and the time before I saw you was at Swindon, where I was convinced you were going to win, and you didn't. So take us through those 2 meetings. Obviously, the Isle of Wight, I think you just dropped one race, I think it was. Somebody beat you in that, but at Swindon, what happened? Because you were going so well.
Well, to be honest, at Swindon we weren't happy with the setup of the bike all night, and we just kept trudging away, and we were making good gates, so we were getting the results. And then Matt just did what Matt does occasionally, and out the gate and gone. And you know, when Matt's in that mood, there's no catching him. So, but you know, to be honest, we were still ahead of probably 2 of the main rivals for the title. So we were happy to be in front of them. If we can keep doing that every meeting, then that's half the battle.
Talking of Matts, you were very close with the other Matt, wasn't it? They were sort of like nudging each other as you came down the back straight towards the first turn, I think, on one of the races.
No, surely not. No, I mean Matt's going very, very well this year. He's soon got the hang of that Australian bike, and it does handle very, very well. So I can see a season-long battle going on between us, to be honest.
Now you're leading the British Championship at the moment. Does that put extra pressure on you? Would you rather come from the back, or would you rather sort of be out there for everybody to sort of shoot you down?
I'd always rather have more points than everybody else. So that's the position we're in. But the way the format is, you know, leading at this point can mean nothing, because even if we have a bad night tonight, then somebody else can be leading before we go in next week, because you drop the point, drop your worst rounds. I think it's going to be really difficult to tell until the last couple of rounds just how it's panning out, to be honest. But if we can just keep making A finals, then it puts the pressure on everybody else, to be honest. So.
Now you've won the British title, I think, twice now.
No, once.
Last year was the first time. That was the first time last year, right? Well, last year you won that. That was a one-off one. That was a one-off meeting.
Yep.
Obviously, we got the 8 rounds this time, with some dropped. Would you prefer a one-off championship or have it on aggregate? How would you prefer it?
I don't mind either way, to be honest. The one-off gives a real buzz because you've got to perform on the night, but it's good to have some rides on the Speedway this year. So I'm not going to knock the fact that it's 8 rounds, and it will benefit consistency. So you've just got to keep trudging away, but I don't mind either way, to be honest. The championship's there to be won, whatever the format.
Now, I presume you were one of the drivers, I believe, that went to the ill-fated first ever FIM Gold Trophy over in Germany. Bit wet, wasn't it?
Very, very. You can't knock the club's efforts to get it on. I think it was always going to be a drivey track, but the weather was just so much against them. I mean, it was wet when we got there, and it never stopped raining the whole time, to be honest. And in the end, it would have just been far too dangerous.
Are they going to try and get it on before the end of the season?
No, that's it now. They've said that's it. It's next year's now, which I believe may be on the Isle of Wight, although that's not confirmed yet.
No, I've heard that. That's right. Yes.
But no, they just abandoned the meeting. And obviously, trying to fit it back into the FIM calendar would be a nightmare, especially with the Aussies coming here specifically for that one meeting. So.
Now, seeing you at the island, this is my first visit to the island actually, recently when you won that European Bonanza title. You would prefer it, I should imagine, if it was at the Isle of Wight, I would think, because I should imagine you would have a head start over some of them there.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's going to be tough wherever it is. The Australians seem to be able to ride anything, and they know the Isle of Wight. The top Aussies know the Isle of Wight as well as us, to be honest. They've ridden there for the last 3 or 4 years. People always used to say about Coventry, oh, you'll be all right around Coventry, but everybody rode Coventry so often, everybody knew it like the back of their hand. So there isn't. I don't think in sidecars there is a home track advantage, to be honest. But it'd be good to get it on a speedway track.
Oh, definitely. And Coventry, you mentioned Coventry. Obviously, they used to have a lot of Sidecar Speedway in the second halves up there. Do they still have the Sidecars? I haven't heard anything.
No, the ownership changed, and the new owners obviously didn't like us. We stopped getting the rides at that point.
Well, it's good to see so many outings since the Isle of Wight promotion has taken over. I mean, I think it's about 9 or 10 you're going to have outings this year, so that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, the numbers of bikes were dwindling simply because we weren't having the rides. I mean, 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was getting off of 40 speedway bikes. You've got 20 here tonight, and there are still people who haven't ridden this year because of other commitments. So hopefully it'll have a good effect on the numbers.
All looking good, and we're going to see you as the top point scorer tonight, or is that too early to tell? You sending out a challenge to the others?
It's always too early to tell, but we shall certainly be trying our hardest, that's for sure.
We look forward to seeing you on the racetrack.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ivor. Well, Cornwall's always been renowned for top sidecar racers, and going really well at the moment is Matt Tyrell. And you're chasing there, you're right in there in the top 3 for the British Championship at the moment. Pleased with the way things are going?
Yes, really, really pleased. Bike's going extremely well, and hopefully we've had a second and a third, and we're hoping for a first tonight. We really are, and really looking forward to it.
You probably don't hear because you usually got the crash helmet on, but I'll never forget you for the rest of my life. It was at St Austell when I was up on the microphone, and you took every bus out of the Coventry bus, every window, sorry, and the only person left standing up watching you was actually the timekeeper. And the way you were broadsiding around Clay Country Motor Park, it was just unbelievable. So I shall always remember you for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it was a night to remember. I know. I was banned. I was never going to go back there actually until I had a dirt difference. But no, it's the first time I rode Shell, and Speedway, I'll really get into it, and I really enjoy it now. So hopefully we'll do well tonight.
Yeah, because you went somewhere where there's problems with the bike, wasn't it? Where was that?
That was the European Championship.
That's right.
We don't know what the problem was. I think it's carburation. We've got the best engine, which Andrew Cleve rode last year. All better to go, and really, really looking forward to it. Hopefully it's all going pucker tonight.
So did Andrew Cleve originally bring this over from Australia?
Yes, come from Australia, all brand new, 2 years ago. He rode it in the Super Cup twice, and I'm extremely lucky by him and Jan Mills to sponsor me for the series, and I can't thank him enough, to be honest.
We look forward to seeing you on the racetrack.
Yeah, I hope I'll give it the best shot tonight.
Fantastic, thanks very much.
Thank you, cheers.
Run this bit.
Of the British Sidecar Speedway Championship. We've had 2 rounds so far, one at Newport and the other one at Swindon. Please welcome the competitors onto the track, and they're led by number 1. Number 1 is Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace. They're leading the points tally at the moment. They're also the reigning British champions, and recently won the European Championship down at the Isle of Wight. Behind them, number 2 coming out. Number 2, of course, in the programme. These are the numbers, their race numbers. Gary Jackson at car 5. Of course, Gary is a British champion twice, British champion on the fast track as well. Number 2, Gary Jackson at car 5. Number 3, the winner, Fumarola and Dewison. Very big at the moment. About outing at Newport, but very, very big, taking round. Number 3, Fumarola and Andy Wilson. Number 4, they were going very quickly in the last round in Swindon, and that's Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates. We had problems in the European Championship down at the island, on the Isle of Wight. They got the bike sorted out, and now on the next Andrew Cleve, Australian. Whitelam and Tony Baseby, number 5. Number 6, Richard Bloor from Winspear, very, very experienced campaigner from Surrey. There's a big skeleton, Richard Bloor. he is one of the promoters at the Isle of Wight Speedway, and his passenger is Kieran Arnell. That's number 13. At number 14, it's Joe Mogg. Phil Stoneman, Joe Mogg, Phil Stoneman, and well, Joe Mogg, yeah, I did actually say earlier on, was in late season, this was the order of the program. Number 15, it's Rob Patterson and Paul Whitelam Jr. And 16, it is Rob King and David Williams. Well, here we go then, number 1 of the World Sidecar Speedway Championship of Racing. Paul Bickley and Silvera doing the business against Hiscock. If they come around for that checker flag, it's going to be the in blue, Paul Bickley and Paul Silvera in a time of 67.12. 67.12. Second in red, Rob Patterson. Paul Whitelam Jr. And in third place, John Hiscock and Bemister. Winning time again, 67.12. We run without the outfit in red. That's it, show your appreciation, everybody. The result on P number 2. The win in yellow was Roger Wynn of Goddard in a time of 66.90. 66.90. Second in green, Rob King and David Williams. Third in blue, Joe Mogg and Phil Stone. That winning time again, 66.90. The outfit then in blue goes up to 15 metres. That's Mark Cossar and Hayden Bennett. The winning three for Paul Whitelam, 65.78. 65.78. Second in red, Gary Jackson, Carl Blyth. And third in blue, Mark Cossar and Hayden Bennett. There was no points for the outfit in yellow, Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson. And winning time again, 65.78. Yes, Andrew Tweed outfit. And of course, former solo race back in the 1980s, Peter Lloyd with, you could say, a real factor in this there. Madley, who was in years, by the way, for coming on for the infield, so I mean, he's excluded. He's got in the results that let's give you the result then of heat number 4. Wynn in green for Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates in a time of 66.95. 66.95. Second in blue, Symon Wall and Kevin Jones. And third in yellow, Lloyd and Terry Madley. That winning time again, 66.95. And Steve Dewison and Kevin Colbourne were excluded to going on to the infield. Tremendous start there by Ivor Matthews and Nick Stace. We'll show you appreciation, everybody, there. I can tell you that Ivor Matthews and Nick Stace, the winners in red, fastest time so far, 64.88. Very quick indeed there for Ivor Matthews and Nick Stace, 64.88. Second in yellow, Craig Cheatham and Kevin Williams. And of course, they get 2 points, but no points for Richard Moore and Hawkins, where they were excluded. They're going on to the infield. So, winning time again, 64.88. The outfit in green goes on 15 meters. There's our winner, so Wynn in red, Paul Whitelam and Tony Baseby in a time of 65.78. 65.78. Second in yellow, Steve Dewison and Kevin Colbourne, winning time 65.78. Ivor Matthews as they go on to this final lap. They're all looking at the final lap. Show your appreciation, some superb racing. In number 7. The result on the number 7, a win in yellow for Ivor Matthews and Big Stace in a time of 65.59. 65.59. Second in blue, John. Sorry, Matt Tyrell. Second in red, Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates. Third in green, Mark Cossar, 8 and 10. No points, of course, for John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. Winning time again, 65.59. Symon Wall closes on the inside of Richard Moore. We go out wide, but Symon Wall comes in front. John Madison trying to close in on Richard Moore with a tremendous overtaking manoeuvre by Green and Symon Wall and Kevin Jones about to start their final lap. Winning green, Symon Wall and Kevin Jones. Their winning time 66.15. 66.15. Second, in red, Richard Moore and Rob Winspear. And third in yellow, Rob Patterson and Paul Whitelam Jr. Winning time again 66.15. Nick Cage and Dave Hogan, we believe he's now right, so they should be good. In red. In blue, Matt Tyrell and Andy Wilson. Yellow is number 9, Wynn in red, Vic Cave and St. George's in a time of 66.98. 66.98. Second in yellow, the other rider was Martin Newman and Kieran Arnett. So that's just the two finishers, and that time was 66.98. The rider in blue has been excluded for locking up in front of red and causing the stoppage, so it's the rider in blue who has been excluded. The race will be ring-round with the yellow, green and red. So ring-round is 3 exits only, on the exit in blue. In second place in green, Paul Bickley and Paul Silvera. And third in red, Rob King and David Williams. The outfit in yellow will have to go for 15 metres. 15 metres. There's the problem there with the time running out.
Well, we had some exciting speedway, didn't we, in number 11. Show your appreciation, everybody. Let's see some hands clapping. A win there in number 11 in green for Peter Lloyd and the veteran Terry Madley. Second in red, Mark Cossar and Hayden Bend. And third in yellow, Richard Moore and Rob Winspear. The winning time 65.50, 65.50.
We will on Sunday.
This one we've got, of course, Gary Jackson, got 5 points so far. Symon Wall goes on 5 points. They both got the Symon Wall in lead. Gary Jackson, of course, ready off. And a win in red for Symon Wall and Kevin Jones. Players see the applause, their win time 65.09. 65.09. Second in yellow, Mick Cave and Dave Hogan. And third, it was blue, Gary Jackson and Carl Blyth. So they finished that winning time 65.09. We're now moving on to heat number 13. We don't have an outfit in red, in blue, it's Steve Dewison and Kevin Colbourne. In green, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. While in yellow, it's Rob King and David Williams. Your lineup for heat number 13. In blue has been excluded as the 5 calls the stoppage in number 13. Reroute with 2 has only. So just two finishers then, Wynn for 3, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister in a time of 66.17. 66.17. Second is yellow, Rob King and David Williams. Show your appreciation, everybody. When he come again, 66.17. British champion Ivor Matthews and Stace, and they lead this heat, E14. Sidecar Speedway champion versus the British Racetrack champion, side by side. Ivor Matthews in the Cossar. Show your appreciation. Couldn't we have some fantastic speedway here at the arena in the 14? Show your appreciation, everybody. The results of E14, a win in yellow for Paul Whitelam and Tony Baseby in a time of 65.84. 65.84. Second in red, Paul Bickley and Paul Silvera. And third in blue, Ivor Matthews and Stace. When he come again, 65.84. 65.84. final lap to go. Matt Fumarola and Dewison. Third, Goddard and Silvera. Now winning time again, 65.85. There goes the 2 minute cover, and there's an fresh 3 minutes going on. Going into this round 3 final, the final match of each side.
He broke down, didn't he, over there? Yeah.
Less than 1 minute remaining. Less than 1 minute remaining. Very appreciation, everybody. The winner, Ivor Matthews in the next stage, in a winning time of 66.76. 66.76. St. Jones, and third in blue, Rock King and David Williams. Winning time again, 66.76. Information on after the next race if we can, yeah. This is absolutely sensational, everybody. Paul Whitelam here. Well, show the appreciation, everybody. Let's give you the official result. And the winning green for Rob Hallister and Paul Whitelam Jr. with a time of 67.31. Second in blue, Paul Whitelam and Tony Baseby. And third in red, Peter Lloyd and Terry Madley. That winning time again, 67.31.
Subtle hint from the start of that. Got to win it.
Here we go then, as the pace hops up. This is heat 18, and we've got, of course, Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates on the top point scorers in this one. They're on 8 points.
Good results.
Stopped in the assisted safety by the referee. We saw the passenger there coming on that top corner. And the outfit in yellow has been excluded as the cause of stoppage. That's Paul Bickley and Paul Silvera being excluded. So they will actually finish now on 7 points. Run for the points for you after. There goes the 2 minutes then, 2 minutes time allowance for the rerun. Less than 1 minute remaining. Less than 1 minute remaining. So, this is just 2 only then for 18. In the driving seat, of course, is to give them double-figure points. And doing the business here, heading to the checker track. Show your appreciation, everybody. As the winner comes around. The winner, Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates.
All right. Well done!
Yeah, all right then. 65.74. 65.74.
All right then.
Second in red, Great Cheatham and Kevin Williams. Just finishes, when he comes again, 65.74. Absolutely sensational speedway here at the Oak Tree Arena. Let's give you the result. A winning blue, fighting back there, Richard Wall, 66.34. Second in green, Gary Jackson and Carl Blyth. And third in the yellow, Joe Mogg and Phil Stoneman. That winning time again, 66.34. Riders in the lineup in number 20, Riley in red, Roger Wynn and Ben Goddard. In blue, Bickley and Dave Hogan. In green, it's Steve Dewison and Kevin Colbourne. And in yellow, Mark Cossar and Hayden Ben. Your lineup for heat number 20. After this heat, we'll be able to find out which 4 competitors go in the grand final. There is the field time for heat number 20.
Went up to the floodlight one. That was no, they had a floodlight one. It was through, didn't they? Yeah, that was the thing. Is that any long track racer? No. Years last year,
Cossar and Hayden Ben. A winner at time of 67.66. 67.66. Second, in blue, Bickley and Dave Hogan. And third in red, Roger Wynn and Ben Goddard. That winning time again, 67.66. Right, we are getting the programmes ready. This is the colours that they line up in. In red, it'll be Paul Whitelam and Tony Baseby in red. So Paul Whitelam and Tony Baseby ride in red. In blue, Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates. That's blue, Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates. In green, Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace. Green, Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace. And in yellow it is Symon Wall and Kevin Jones. And they're just going to be picking their gate positions now. You'll see them out there on the start line. But it'll be red, Paul Whitelam and Tony Baseby, blue, Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates, green, Ivor Matthews and Mick Stace, and yellow, Symon Wall and Kevin Jones. And in fact, they're actually holding up the colours there. That's the colours, the gate positions they're going to be basically holding up because they've already got their colours on their helmets ready to go. So that will be the gate positions.
Red.
Now Ivor Matthews picks his gate position. And that just leaves with Symon Wall has what's left. So there we go then. This is the grand final of the Winspear Sidecar Speedway Championship of Great Britain. Here we go then with the grand final. Whitelam in green, Matt Tyrell blue, Ivor Matthews green, and Symon Wall in yellow.
Come on, buddy! Keep there, Matty. That's a good one. Simon's on there. Keep there. Come on. Come on, Matty.
Dominating this final here. Andrew Green. Checker flag goes out. We're in there, in blue for Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates. Show your appreciation, everybody. They win in a time of 65.44. 65.44. Second in yellow, Symon Wall and Kevin Jones. And third in green, Ivor Matthews and the big Stace. There we go. Show your appreciation there.
Well done, Ivor. All final, mate.
Well, boys, give the picture, mate.
Bloody good racing. Bloody good racing.
And the pictures being taken, the video, box videos taken in the shot there.
Well done,
in second place.
Simon.
Symon Wall and Kevin Jones.
Well done, boys.
Oh, let's say those cheers, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way.
Thank you. Stick your photos here, please. Thank you.
We just have the picture taken. There's the picture. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the winners of round 3 from Cornwall, Matt Tyrell and Sean Yates.
Hello, boys. Very nice, here we go. Hello, my man. Where is he?
And, well, there'll be good photos, I'm sure.
In the picture, boys.
Please. In the next programme. Don't forget, Sidecar Speedway moves to the Isle of Wight.
Cheers,
well,
mate.
See you Thursday. Yeah. 4 o'clock at Bumpsford. Don't be late. No, don't be late.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Group 1 or not? Yeah, should we have a group 1 while we're all here, please? First, second and third all together. Thank you. Yes, please. Organised with Dave. Have a group 1. Thank you.
Together, lads.
In there, that's it.
There's a bloody costume in there, which will be there. That's right. I was trying to get that light from the back. Right, lads, give us a smile. Cheers, lads.
Thanks a lot. See you Thursday.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers.